Jay here, Stretford, Paddock, and this is the Academy Review. Joining me, as always, is the brains of the operation. It's David Pritt. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right. I think that's the first time anyone's called me the brains of an operation.
Well, this is because the bar's very low on this show. It's only me or you, so one of us is going to be the brains, and it's never me, so it's going to be... No, you are. You've always done your own work, and you know your stuff, and you've watched the matches. Starting with the under-18s, I believe, this week.
Yeah, we played midweek against Sunderland. I think it was a game we should have played early COVID days, but it was rearranged because we had to cancel it. Always have a good time usually in Sunderland, so was looking forward to it. Start off well. Hanson Aaron, who spent a lot of the season away when we first had the lockdown. He went away for Christmas, but he couldn't come back home because I think it was the rules in Norway or over here, you couldn't travel back. So he's missing for a good part of the season, but past few games he's really knocked on, and yeah, he had a great run. Did a 1-2 with Fernandez, who's playing left back. He has a shot. Defender makes an amazing block. It was like something out of the Karate Kid. Honestly, it was amazing. And then it falls to McNeill at a tight angle, and we all know what happened next.
What happened next, Dave?
He
Tell
blasts
us.
it into the roof of the net.
Of course he does.
For 1-0, and yeah, that's how it was for the first half. It's like seeing McNeill scoring. But yeah, the goal was made by Hanson Aaron. He did really well for that. Second half, just out of nowhere, really, a corner, and Sunderland, decent header, put it in the back of the net, and you do feel like United, even being at 1-1, they get back into it. And that's what happened. We had a bit of a strange corner. Comes in, Will Fish has a swipe at it. It's blocked by his own player who's lying on the floor. Then it falls to Fernandez. He has one attempt. I don't know if he got saved or blocked, but comes back to him, and then he puts it away. So we're back in the lead 2-1. But yeah, it's just a bit of a, not sloppy, but just a bit of a pinball goal.
Yeah, one of those ones where it's going all around everywhere.
Yeah, but you'll take it.
Listen, goals are goals.
And then we scored the next goal as well. Hanson Aaron started again to Fernandez, and he crosses at the back post for Dylan Hugerworth, who's maybe one of the smallest people on the pitch, but still at the back post with a header. Great header, really, 3-1. And then Hanson Aaron, we've been involved in all these goals. Great run, dribbles into the box and just puts it away for 4-1. Really nice goal. And get the 3 points back home.
Good stuff, man. That's what I always like when we beat Sunderland, because I never forget 2012 when they were Poznaning in front of us as City won the league.
Were they alive, though?
I don't care whether they were alive or how old they were. I don't care if they were literally about 5 years old. I still hold on to it because I am that guy. So, happy days, emphatic win. It's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Players playing well as well, doing well by the sounds of it.
Yeah, like I say, Hanson Aaron was great. McNeill, I mean, he just gets a goal every game, more or less.
Do you know what, Dave? It's bad gear for me coming on here with you, because the more you talk about Charlie McNeil, the more in my head I think he's just going to be like one of the greatest goal scorers in the history of association football.
We've got more to talk about in a minute as well.
Mate, I'm going to have such high expectations of this lad. You're going to have to get me some tablets. Go on, mate.
So Saturday, your favourite team, Leeds away.
You know, I hope everyone had the jabs before they went to that one.
Didn't start well. First half, it was 1-0 to Leeds. Low cross put in, and Gadda slides in at the back post, puts it in 1-0. And that was it for the first half. Then McNeill puts a cross in for Dylan Hugerworth again, who's at the back post, heads it in. Well, you won't know, he's in the middle of the goal for this one. But once again, one of the smallest players on the pitch, but winning the headers and putting them away. Then the ball's put in. I can't remember who headed it on. Like, they flicked it on to Charlie McNeil. Gets it for 2-1. And then the ball is once again at another tight angle. McNeil's there. Puts it in for 3-1, and now he's on 22 goals for the season now.
Wow.
I think in Mason's, his best season, I think he had 16. And
so
it's either, sorry, I might be wrong. It's 16 or 18, but McNeil's on 22 now.
So therefore, he's better than Mason Greenwood.
He's better than everyone.
I'm not saying anyone's better than Mason Greenwood. I'm actually not. But Charlie McNeil, he just loves scoring goals, doesn't he?
He is a goal scorer. Yeah. That's what he is. Mason was a goal scorer, but he was also a dribbler. He was this and that. McNeil he is a goal scorer. If you put your money on him scoring,
scores against City, scores against Leeds. What a lad! No, hey, what a lad!
4 against City in one game.
4 against City. And he's banging him in against Leeds as well. This guy, man, seriously considering changing my son's name to Charlie McNeil.
And then it didn't finish there. Charlie Wellens, who's at right back, makes a mad run down the middle.
Yeah.
Plays a 1-2 with Fortin, gets it back and puts it in for 4-2. So it's happy days.
Happy days. That's what I like to hear. I love these emphatic victories you're giving us.
So the 18s now only have one game left in the Northern Premier League.
Right.
We need to win that to have a chance of winning the league.
Yep.
And then if we do win that, we'll play a North East South for the all together.
Yeah.
But at the moment, City have got 2 games left.
Yeah.
And if they win both theirs, they've won the league. So we need them to drop points, really. So the game next week against Middlesbrough, we need to win no matter what.
Yeah.
And then hopefully by the following Wednesday, we'll know if we won the league or not.
So we need City to lose.
Just draw if they want. They
draw.
can if they want to draw, they can draw.
Just don't win both of those.
Yeah, they can win one if they want.
Win one, and then we win our game.
Yeah.
We win the league.
Yeah,
that's what matters. The only league that matters.
Exactly. And if even if it does, City do win, it matter how close it'll be 1 point between us.
I mean, whilst that is frustrating if that happens, you got to take a lot of comfort in that sort of positives from that as well, because obviously we've got a real decent crop of youngsters here, haven't we? This under 18 side.
Amazing. This season's been joyful to watch. It's like I say, I'm just gutted I've not been able to go and watch it, really.
That is a shame, mate. It really is. What else have you got for us?
So the under 23s usually they play Friday night. This time they've been playing Monday night. They played at Loughborough University against Derby.
Right, okay.
I've been there before to watch Derby United. It was absolutely freezing.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, that game looked like it was bad weather as well. It was cold, wet night. Kovavar was back. Galbraith was back. And then Amari Forson, who's 16, started for his debut. So this when I've said in the past that our 18s are young and our 23s are young. They are young. If you're 16 and you're playing for the 23s,
that's ridiculous.
I mean,
is he Norman Whiteside? This
there's
guy.
There's not many under 18. Sorry, players for other teams who are playing 16-year-olds. So we're playing them in the 23s.
Is that a good thing though? Do you feel? Because it sounds like, but then there's a part of me like where I feel a bit like, oh, is he gonna be all right there?
He was good for
the big boys.
It was good for him today.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So we started the kick-off, and within 30 seconds we scored.
Fantastic.
Great bit of play. Alanga, who's on the left-hand side, but usually likes to have a run cut in. He was just there on the left, switched onto his left foot and bangs it in the top corner. So, within 30 seconds.
So was this not a typical Anthony Alanga goal?
No.
Because you always describe his goals as he does the same thing week in, week out.
This was different.
Wow.
I know, it blew my mind. And it was on his left foot as well.
What is going on?
But then, in the 4th minute, Ibrahim for Derby, apparently he was a part of United's youth, but I don't remember ever seeing him. But scores a cracking goal for 1-1. And then it's about half an hour mark, Cresswell for them, left foot shot outside the box, top corner. I mean, them 2 goals he both scored were just stunners. And it's disappointing, obviously, because we went ahead straight away and then we're 2-1 down. But man of the hour comes. First game back after his ban, Galbraith, bullet strike outside the area.
Talking to Galbraith, as you often do, Dave.
Always.
Yeah, we've all been there, playing video games, all down at the pub or at a game, and you think you can spot a player before they've made it. I know Galbraith hasn't quite made it yet. Then when they do, no one believes you. No one believes that you were the one saying, I spotted him. I told you he was going to be the next big thing, like you did with Scholesy back in the day, didn't you? And Bobby Charlton, you said he's going to be, watch that lad, he's going to be mint. That's where 5 Yards comes in. It's an online platform where you can prove you can spot talent from any league, any country. You can prove it in 2 ways, either buying shares in a player, and as they perform on the pitch, the value rises. You can earn real profit from that. Alternatively, you can scout for free, write scout reports, and compete even in the monthly leaderboard for prizes. So you're on the leaderboard there, you can brag about it. Look at me, I'm top of the leaderboard and all that jazz, as we all like to do. There's tons of United players on there, and if there's someone missing, you're able to request the player, and the 5 Yard scouts will add them for you, because I know you know every single player that's ever played at any level.
Where was this when I first started watching the academy?
So you can contact 5 Yard and say you've missed out the 14-year-old that's, we've just signed or whatever, if indeed they have. We love the platform, and one new player on this week that's just joined on 5 Yards is Ethan Galbraith, your man, the man of the hour. So make sure you check them out. There's a link in the description as well. You can have a look at Ethan Galbraith and obviously have a look at some of the other players on there. We'll have a little link there. So they've done a little bit of a scout report on Ethan Galbraith, what they thought. They say he's really capable of running a game from midfield. He has excellent awareness of what's going on all over the pitch. Scans his surroundings well, so always knows when he has time to turn and pass forwards. So, yeah, as you've been saying, he's been compared to Paul Scholes by some people, maybe on this podcast. They love his energy, covers the ground well, works hard defensively. Although they say he will need to fill out a little bit more.
That's probably
Is
right,
that fair?
Yeah. I probably agree with that, yeah.
Like bit like McTominay in that respect, when the younger McTominay was quite sort of slight, and he has built up wiry muscle in him McTominay, so that he can compete in physical duels at the top level football and senior football. They also say he's a bit of a leader in that team.
I think so as well.
Yeah, takes responsibility, but also does so with possession. But also does so takes most set pieces, including some late penalties when the pressure's on.
Yeah,
is this all accurate? I think they're on the ball, aren't these 5 yards guys? They're all ladies. They're doing their own work here. So also there's a little bit here. And James Garner has thrived on loan in the Championship in the second half of the season. I would hope to see that he gets a chance to do the same next season. So some interesting comments there that you agree with as Ethan Galbraith's biggest fan. So make sure you're checking out 5 yards. It's the first transfer market for football fans. Scout, buy and sell footballers from non-league to Champions League. A link is in the description there, so make sure you're checking those out. So, as I said, check out the link in the description, sign up and prove that you can spot some talent.
Yeah, it was a typical Galbraith goal. He gets it at the edge of the box. He sees the opportunity to shoot. He should do it more often for me, because he's very consistent with it, but he's an unselfish player. He likes to pass it left to right for someone else to get the opportunity, but it was so good to see him back commanding like the midfield, and I think the last 3 games he's not been a part of, we have missed him. No,
definitely, and I know how fond you are of him, and it sounds like you've got every reason to be.
Yep. I just wish he gets a chance this year. I know he's not going to be any games left, but it's just, he deserves it.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Ollie might sneak him in at the end of the season. There's a little bit of a dead rubber. There you go. You can have a bit of that. Yeah,
so that was a great equaliser. And then a counter-attack move, which you always like to associate with United. Good counter-attacking
I don't know where this idea that counter-attacking isn't good has come from, because it's mint.
So I don't know if it was a cross or free kick, or I can't remember what it was. But I remember Max Taylor just diving out in the air. Boom, massive header to Hannibal, who's the edge of the centre circle. Holds it up well. He plays it to Forson, who then gives it to Elanga. Elanga has a shot, saved, didn't score this time. Oh. Rebound falls to Shoretire, puts it in 3-2.
Yes. Yeah. Shoretire getting in on the action.
So, with 5 minutes left, we go ahead 3-2. That wasn't enough.
No.
The first minute of injury time, the ball's put in from Shoretire to Forson. He held his run, puts it, and then he just puts it through the keeper's legs.
Yes.
16, on his under-23 debut, gets a goal. And he was involved in the other goals as well. And it's not even it's just half time for him.
He's 16 years old. Do you know what I mean? I'm almost old enough to be his granddad, let alone his dad. This is both exciting and deflating at the same time. So it sounds like he could have potentially a great future ahead of him.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's a shame it's more or less the end of the season for the 23s now. But I'm sure, they're like with these cup competitions in pre-season and stuff like that, he'll get his chance and people will have a look at him. So, it was half-time, 4-2 after being 2-1 down. And then we get 2 more goals in the second half. Elanga dances through. It looked like 4 players, but could have been 5, 6. Just in the box as a shot, puts it in for 5 for us. And then Elanga to Shoretire. Shoretire just gets another one, 6-2. And then the other thing to mention is Forson came off in the 77th minute, and Zidane Iqbal, who recently signed, made his debut.
Really?
Yeah, for the 23s.
Good to see. Good to see him getting his deal as well, his contract. I know Mac was very excited. So not just obviously everyone's excited a young player, but it means a lot to the Asian community to have a player like that, because it isn't. We want the teams of all levels, especially the first team, to reflect the supporters of Manchester United. We are a very diverse fan base, so it's great to see. We're a global club, man. That's what we do. So Iqbal getting in on the acts, playing as well, doing well.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a strange one. So the under-23s have 1 game left, and it's against Derby, who we've literally just played away. We're going to play them home next game.
Right, okay.
On the Monday, and that'll be the final game for the under 23s.
I bet Derby are looking forward to that one.
Yeah. But at that point, the 18s will have finished their season, so you might see the Charlie McNeils have a shot.
Oh, mate, seriously.
But at the moment, the way the 23s they weren't doing great, and they were just missing that one element. And for me, it was Galbraith being missing.
Right, okay. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So one game apiece to look forward to then. I'm sure you'll be covering that for us, Dave, and then you'll give us an update on the final games of the season. And also for the under-18s, whether they've managed to beat that mob from down the road.
Well, by next week's video, we won't actually know.
Well,
but we might know. Hopefully
we'll get a sense.
Hopefully they draw early on.
We'll get a sense of what's going on. Maybe. What else have you got for me?
So loanees now.
Loanees.
A bit of a weird one this week. Not everyone was playing, and some results didn't go great. But it started off with Garner, as we always do.
Or Busquets, Sergio Busquets, as they call him in where is it? East Midlands. Yes.
East Midlands.
Yeah, Nottingham's East Midlands there, I think.
I don't even know.
I think it is, yes. Anyway.
I've been there a few times.
Down south somewhere, isn't it? It's not Manchester.
It's
It's
Southland Manchester, and I'm South Manchester,
You're
so
South
it's proper
Manchester,
South.
aren't you? Whereabouts are you?
Northern, you said this joke.
Northern? Oh, hello. Sorry, Mr. Waitrose shopper.
Whoa. Waitrose?
Northern, soz.
Anyway.
People who don't know be thinking like Northern's like proper middle class now. It's not. Go on.
Yeah, so Jimmy Garner played 90 minutes in a 0-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. So I don't know what to really say about that.
Well, I'll just say that without him, it would have been a loss.
You probably are spot on there. And then this is the most bizarre one. Ethan Laird.
Yes.
Unused sub.
What?
Yeah, unused sub in a 1-1 draw with Fleetwood. What would have happened if he played?
Why is arguably the greatest player MK Dons have ever had not getting off the bench?
It's a strange one. And when I saw that, I thought, I don't know.
Oh, there'll be a strongly worded tweet from me later on.
Taif Chong, exactly the same, unused sub against Anderlecht in a 2-2 draw.
Do you know what? Recall them all today. What's going on here?
Then Deschamps Bernard.
Salford's finest.
Yep. Playing right back still. So in the week, they won 1-0 away against Bradford. And then they were at home to Colchester. And he got 2 yellow cards within 32 minutes and was sent off.
Good lad. There's nothing wrong with that. Bit of passion, eh?
They did lose 1-0 because of it, but to be fair, he wasn't the only one sent off. I think someone got sent off in like injury time after 90 minutes. But it was his fault as well. One Deschamps' fault.
Well, I've not seen either of those challenges or the yellow cards, but I can guarantee the ref got them both wrong.
Yep. Another one, another 2, Levitt, Palestri, not included in the squads. And even Aliou Traore, we can't.
Yeah.
He wasn't involved either. I don't really know
what's going on here. We're just doing is sending these kids out for an holiday. Well, give them some game time, people. It's the business end of the season. That's what they're there for.
And then finished with Jacob Carney. Didn't have the best of game. Well, I don't know if he did. The game wasn't the best result for them. Played 90 minutes in a 4-1 loss against Cleverton. But I've been reading some things. Fan favourite over there.
Yes.
And he was asked a question, and he said he won't mind extending his loan till next season as well.
Well, that seems reasonable because I don't think he's going to get into the sort of squad, is he?
At the moment, no.
I know David De Gea might be going out. But
plus, I saw little things, graphs, statistics.
Oh yeah, statistics
put together, and he's the best performing keeper in the Northern Ireland Premier League.
Well, there you go. Then
they love him over there.
So technically, he's the best performing keeper in Britain. Because the Northern Ireland Premier League is the best league in Britain.
You probably are spot on there.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There you go.
But yeah, that's all I got for you this week.
Well, whilst the loanees may have been slightly underwhelming, which is no fault of yours, but the under-18s
I'll have a word with him next time.
Try and have a word. Get on the phone to Gary Bowyer and everyone else and just say, come on, get these lads in. Mind you, Gary Bowyer.
I need to get that.
He did get Deschamps Bernard in, didn't he? He just got sent off. Have a word with some of the managers and see if you can get
learn a bit of Croatian and give him a call.
Learn a bit of Croatian. Yeah, we're not sending him out there for an holiday. But obviously, you'll be back next week, Dave, to give us an update. We won't know whether the under-18s have one.
We might know.
But we'll see what we do know. But no doubt we'll have all the updates as well. Now, we've asked this question before about a watch-along for the under-23s, haven't we? Or the under-18s or the under-23s on Twitch. And we think we might be doing one on Monday if you want us to. So get involved in the comments. Let us know whether there be an audience, whether there be any interest in me and Dave sitting down on Twitch, watching the under-23s and watching that with you guys and giving you a bit of a commentary and a bit of a chat. And you know how we do.
And it's going to be the last opportunity of the season with the last under-23 game. So if you do want us to do it, let us know in the comments.
It's your channel. You decide. Get commenting. Dave, where can people find you?
Find me on Twitter at David J. Pritz and on Instagram at David Pritz, no J.
David Pritz, no J. Make sure you're following him on all the socials. You know where to find me, J Motti, across all the socials. We'll be back next week with another Academy review. Make sure as well, from the ad, you're checking out 5 Yards. Have a look at what they've got to offer as well to show whether you're another David Pritz and you can spot the next gem coming out there. Don't forget as well to hit like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Academy Review. Thanks for watching.